That's what Running Scared was. You know, it was like, oh yeah,
It's
funny.
This is part 2 of our special Running Scared podcast Zoom edition.
I'm glad we're bringing it back. I love summer specials. I love limited edition. You know, Here Today, Gone Tomorrow, Beanie Babies, movies out, Apple TV. We're excited.
You're saying words at this point.
Unnecessary talk with Brian Sturges.
What's this week's ailment, Mr. Beach?
Oh, it's just I'm a little sleepy kitty.
Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, you need a little bit. You need a little bit of flippity jibbity. You need me to call my friend Pablo Escobar for some
booger sugar. I'm good on that. That's what I said. Booger sugar. No.
You can follow me at BrianSturges.com and BrianSturges.com. You can follow her. Side hustle. Who gives a shit? It is hotter than a fat man's asshole outside. It is.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that AC on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
I know. Today's the first day that I.
Good breeze.
Let's AC this whole mofo because usually, you know,
sensitive.
We have a nanny here or whatever. So.
Oh well, you're banging the nanny, huh?
No,
banging the nanny.
Let me make something very clear. I am not banging the nanny.
Oh, I understand. You're not banging the nanny. Yep.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, when they come over and the kids aren't there, that's what it is.
Well, I have to hire 2 babysitters at once. I got to get one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
These jokes.
Who wants ice cream? I do.
You're going to need a little bit of living spaces.
Well, that's good. Well, you're doing the old suburban, what's it called? Middle-aged, middle class. You get all that, you know?
Upper middle class.
The nuclear
lower,
family.
Rich. Mostly lower.
Really big.
Yeah. I make $11,000 a year. I don't know. What is that, boy?
Well, I mean, you don't want to give it all away to taxes. You got to water it down on there.
Oh, I would never. I always give them. I actually paid. Well, I paid too much one year.
Well, you know, the piper pays him. The piper pays him. You know.
See, this is why we should only do one a day because I don't give a shit about this. Like, you know what I mean? Like one. Now there's 2. I mean, you know, it's hot. I went outside for a moment and I shouldn't have. Look, I gotta.
Yeah, you need a hat. You need a hat.
I never had a hat.
Well, you know, there was that. There was that movie that said if slaves had hats, they wouldn't have been able to catch them. It's head protection first. It's called.
If slaves had hats, they wouldn't have been able to catch them.
Yes, it's the movie Fear of the Black Hats and NWH N-words with hats. I won't let you believe it, but yeah.
Hey, you know the saying first shizzle and then it continues?
Yeah.
Did you know that the word that Snoop Dogg says that you're not allowed to say?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yes, it is. It is the N-word in their own version of Pig Latin, basically. You know?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I didn't know. I didn't say it. I just heard a woman got fired for saying it. And she just said, it was like a newscaster. She was like, for shizzle my
record skip. You're out, Brenda. You know? Yeah, I get it.
Brenda. Yeah, she's gone. Well, I didn't know because I feel like I probably said it a bunch.
Yeah, we always knew it was like a swap out for the other.
I get it, but I don't know if Martha Stewart.
But you know, when you say it like that, it's different. But no, it's like FUBU. It's for us bias. Only we can say it.
Well, I don't like it. It's not for me by you because it's.
Well, you can wear Aeropostale,
it's too
whatever.
Big. It's too big.
You know,
the pants they're too low. Why?
Remember the alligator logo?
Well,
because that's we got big butts. Yeah, so you got a lot of group, you know?
How
And
is,
you act like
how
our
is
avatar.
buying pants for you?
Well,
Because you have you know,
Oh.
gentlemen's. You got the gentlemen's at the bottom.
oh yeah, I got a little junk all up in my trunk. But yeah, so you know your waist is actually like above your belly button.
Right.
But
Yeah,
nobody
that's
counts
right.
that. Like, yeah, I gotta drop it. I have a natural separation below that, and that's where my pants go.
Yeah, I have
will
a shot.
never wear
It
them.
goes fat, legs, and the legs go straight down.
Yeah,
Terrible.
you know, when people have cankles and other stuff, but yeah, I mean,
When will
some
we
is great.
cure cankles? When will they? Enough with the leukemia for children's hospitals. When will we say? Cankles, baby, cankles.
Well, there probably is plastic surgery for that. I mean, I don't think they do calf implants. They probably can like thin out your legs to get a shape.
The herd?
You know? Yeah. We whittle it down. Pinocchio's got amazing calves. So they just Geppetto.
Oh, yes. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Lie to me some more. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I liked you when you were just lying there. I don't know. Yeah.
Made the wood.
Anyone-
Yeah. Can a man
Yeah.
make a sex puppet without, you know?
I mean, Jiminy Cricket, I think is black. I can't prove it, but I'm pretty sure it was. Because all he got to do was follow you around and make sure you used it as rebel. There's a movie trope, a racist movie trope. It's called like the benevolent black, you know? Where like that black
Yeah,
person.
usually Will Smith.
Yeah.
Usually it.
Yeah, Badger Vance. How did he learn to play golf? We don't know. We don't get that piece of the story. We just get
I have never seen. Not only I would never see a golf movie where a black guy plays golf. I would never see a golf movie unless it's Caddyshack, right? Or Caddyshack 2. But
what? Tiger Woods was like the best golfer of all time.
Who cares? I can give a shit.
You don't
He's
see
half
them.
black.
Well,
You know the black part wasn't the part winning the golf.
I mean, yeah,
that
he
was the
doesn't have
part
cool.
laying on top of hot white women with his money.
Well, that's true. And then and then non-hot white women,
Yeah,
and like
no,
then you had to
they,
put more money.
They happen there. There's, they happen.
Well, I have a book written about his dad. It's called How to Raise a Tiger. It's great.
Tiger blood.
Yeah. But I like that. I mean, Will Smith also was Serena Williams' dad, you know, in the latest movie that he won the Oscar for.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
And so,
fuck him. Fuck that guy. Fuck you, Will Smith. Unless, of course, you want to help me. That's cool.
What happened to the other sister? Did she die or did she just quit? Because there was always the Williams sisters, and then it was just Serena, and you never heard about Venus after like a
well,
decade ago.
I think one got a man, and the man is also famous, so they could have like a bunch of couples.
That's Serena. Serena married the guy who created Reddit, I believe. Yeah. So
nice.
And then they had like a horrible pregnancy. It was a whole documentary on HBO. I was like, why?
I don't care. I don't care. Let me be very clear. I don't care. You know what I mean?
You have to care about women's issues, women's rights.
I don't think I do. And if listen, I care enough about women's issues. I don't care about Serena Williams' pregnancy issues. That's different. That's personal.
But we're talking about pregnancy. We're talking about abortion. We're talking about all that. You know, I'm changing. Yeah, I'm changing my stance.
Why?
I'm changing my stance.
Oh, are you for abortion now?
Okay. Personally, I don't think that's the way to go. But I feel it's not my choice to say anything about it. So now I'm just like, do what you want. I don't care what you do, and that's that. You know, I can't force my morality on other people. I was like, it's cool. Let them have their right. Because I don't have that body. And it's not, it's not going to happen to me. So I get it. You know? Do you?
I think once you knock up a stripper, abortion seems okay.
Well, the thing is that even if you don't believe in abortion, that means no condom, no birth control. Because they're coming after everything. I mean, man, it's just like a grab. And I get how they feel, but they're like, yeah, it's like, no, you take my nut and that's it. But really,
Sir Walter Riley. Sorry, I thought you were quoting.
Yeah, no, but
my dick.
I mean, it sucks because it's all men, right? Like all men have created these things, so like that's why there's no male birth control. Like there's no funding for that. They could have probably figured out something by now, but they just don't care. And then
no, it's your choice. You let me in. I'm allowed to dance in the club. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, they have vasectomy. I guess that's one way, but there's not enough of them. Like people are not getting vasectomies enough. It hasn't become like a social norm. Like, okay, I don't have kids. I'm gonna cut this off. In a good way. And yeah, so men create all these things. So like they don't care. Like it's like women should be able to vote for that, but there's not enough women like in whatever to vote. So like
you heard it here first, folks. Cliff Beach says women should vote.
I mean, the Supreme Court. There's not enough like women to be able to sway that vote. We're like, hey, we need this because now
it's an important job, Cliff. You can't just give it to some mom in a robe.
RBG, rip, R.I.P. RBG. But it's like I've changed some stances because I've met people who were like, oh, they had a pregnancy, they had to terminate because it was like a health issue, would have killed them or whatever. And you're like, they need those things. They need those things. 18 years.
18, please. These loser generations, everyone's still. I know some people in their 50s still live at home.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's that boomerang, You
ever hear a guy?
Young?
You ever have a guy who makes 1/10 of 1% of what you make give you financial advice? Always. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of people who are like, you know what you should do? I was like, I live here. You live there. Oh.
I told you I've been dealing with fatigue. It's not you.
Well, I'm tired too.
No, it's diabetes fatigue. It's a real thing.
No, don't give me your black excuses.
What?
It's the
oh my God! Speaking of black excuses, now they came after all the A's. So first it was abortion, and now it's affirmative action. They took that back as well.
Yeah.
Said,
well, they didn't take it back. What they've done is they've really moved. They've progression, and now you'll all be treated equal. Separate.
There's no equality.
Equal?
No, I remember.
Separate. Equal? Equal?
Equal? Sweet and low. Linda. But yeah. Which one gave the relax?
Oh, sugar cane. Molasses. San Paulo. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, there's not equality. It's equity. It's that you can't make us equal because people don't have the generational wealth for multiple generations to fall back on, or it's still like they flip a switch like when the
but you have so many more generations to get that wealth. Like you have so many more people in line. Like my grandmother, my grandmother is the same age as your mother. So I'm saying is you have had so many more generations in the same amount of time. Not correct? Will I be cutting this? Will I be cutting this?
No, that's fine. I get what you're saying.
Right, but what I'm saying is that so my father, right, that was almost 95. Right? RBG. He was 52 years older than I was, right? So you like every 20 years you have another generation. And I'm an old dad too, so I'm like every 40 to 50 years. So how old the oldest great? How back can you go?
The oldest great that I knew in my lifetime?
That's alive now. Because all my grandparents are dead, and I got one parent left.
All the greats are dead. Yeah. My last great grandparent died like 5 years ago.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. I think mine died in 1901 or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, my great grandfather was born in 1899, and he lived till 1998. So I knew him fairly well until also end of high school, or maybe end of high school.
Talk about 100 years to see in your life, right? I mean, from nothing to everything, right?
Yeah. He did not like white people for many reasons.
Most people don't. And as you said,
well, he retired before civil rights, so part of his mind was still stuck in like 1950. Like he didn't believe anything. Like it was just the way it was. But they had hardship. His mom was a slave, even though they say.
So your two greats?
Great, yeah, my great grandparents.
We were in the north, so we didn't have any slaves. Not that we would be opposed to it. It's just that.
Well, there were white slaves. They don't talk about indentured servants, but they were white. Different whites were thought of as different. They didn't call them slaves, but I mean they were free.
Yeah, they call them dirty Italians. I get it. They're making the pizza. They're making the pizza in town. You want to make a church? I make you a church. Church pizza.
Yeah. And they still perpetuate that with the Mario myth,
I know.
It still sounds like that.
No, not all Italians are greasy and have mustaches. I mean,
and blue collar, the plumber, He was a doctor. Don't forget that.
He was a doctor in Italy, right? He's a cardiothoracic surgeon, but here he's like, I delivered a pizza. You having a heart attack?
Actually, they have less heart attacks in Italy and Greece because of the Mediterranean diet. Olive oil, olives,
Udo,
whole foods.
Chicken.
Oh, well, Popeyes, they're doing good.
Yeah, me some chicken and Popeyes.
Well, I think, you have Italian roots. Did you grow up having big Italian dinner, Sunday dinner?
Not every Sunday, no. It's half, so it was most meals, every holiday.
Yeah. People, when they ask me, I just say, cut to the beginning of Soul Food, the movie, and just see, Big Mama making all. That's basically what I have.
Soul Plane was one of the worst airlines I've ever been on. I thought Frontier was a piece of shit. Go to Frontier.
Spirit is a Soul Plane.
The Spirit in the Sky? Who is that?
Oh, my God. That's like a bus. Those seats are so uncomfortable. I flew Spirit twice this year because it is really cheap. But I know that they're trying to boycott them merging with Monopoly because they don't want Black people to fly. Well, speaking of Black people flying, when I was a kid, we all got a book. It was like, you're Black, here's a book. And it was called The People Who Can Fly. No shit. I'm telling you, Google this Amazon. It's called The People Who Can Fly. It's all these African myths. And there was a myth where we would be able to fly away naturally from white people so we wouldn't be slaves. Whole thing. Read this book.
Did that work out?
Nope.
Let me jump off this building.
Apparently being 40% white is holding me down. It's keeping me grounded.
Yeah.
So
so no more no more of their yeah.
What do you feel about the no fap people? The no fap people?
I don't. You saying fat?
Fap. F-A-P, fap.
What does that stand for?
It's not masturbating, because I don't know what it stands for, but that's what it means. And so there's a whole community called No Fap. They have a No Nut November, It's it's not, you don't shave your mustache November, and then also No Nut November.
What are these?
A dry January. I don't know.
What am I looking up?
No Fap? F-A-P, No Fap.
Fap meaning to masturbate. Slang, vulgar slang. Masturbation. Okay.
But how did they get that term from what? What's the etymology?
Fapping. What's the etymology? Jesus Christ, Webster's Dictionary. Fapping refers exclusively to male masturbation.
Oh.
What's the original meaning of?
Well,
popularized on the internet by the webcomic The Thin H Line Sexy Losers. So it's it's a Japanese manga thing.
Yeah. So there's a part, because I've been doing Tai Chi and Qigong. There is a part of Tai Chi or Qigong where and Tantra or whatever, where you have what's called semen retention. So basically your chi, when you bust that nut, your chi leaves you. You know, it messes up your yin and yang energy. I don't remember which one, but I think yin energy, but or yang energy. And so, yeah, there's this whole community. Just like basically, if you store it up, it can make you stronger. That's why athletes, you know, they don't nut like before a boxing match and stuff like that because it lowers whatever in your body.
It's kind of like that. I always pour a pitcher of ice water all over my genitals before I go fight.
So I thought, like, if you ever, no, not at all. In many ways. Well, you know, like that first boxing, like Rocky, right? He's getting the shit beat out of it. You know, like if he has a nut, he's gonna, you know.
They did not. All right, here's the thing. You want a nut? Come. You see, you're gonna want to go home and drink that dick. Don't drink that dick, Rocky. You want to hold it back. Your balls, keep your balls full of cum. I haven't come since 1964.
Yeah.
Burgess
on the different side of creation. Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, that would just be too big. I would imagine the black version would be.
Yeah. You know that meme that I sent you where it's like they're hugging like at the beach? I don't remember that part of the movie, but it's great. You know? Like Stallone is wearing like this yellow, like very thin tank top, and like they jump into a hug. Like I don't know where that was, but like it's like over the top. Like when did that ever become? Speaking of Rocky, did you ever see that Dolly Parton one that he did, Rhinestone?
You know what? I maybe vaguely have heard of it. I have not seen it. But
it's great.
That was the 80s, right? That was before it became.
Well, it was like, okay, she's popular, he's popular. Let's merge them into a, you know, two unlikely people make a movie. Like, what was the one? Don't Stop, I'll Shoot? Where the lady from Golden Girls had a gun. Yeah.
Stop her, my mom will shoot. Estelle Getty.
Yeah, was that Danny DeVito? I don't know. But either way, or was that Stallone? I don't know.
That was Stallone.
Yeah.
Stallone and Estelle
Getty. So I'm saying they had these kind of movies that were happening where it was like, oh, we should like add these people together for no reason, you know?
Yeah. Kind of like this.
That's what Running Scared was. You know, it was like, oh yeah,
it is
funny.
This is part 2 of our special Running Scared podcast Zoom edition.
Whew. I'm glad we're bringing it back. I love summer specials. I love limited edition. You know, Here Today, Gone Tomorrow, Beanie Babies, movies out, Apple TV. Excited.
You're just saying words at this point. Facebook.
Oh my God! Speaking of which, I was at a friend's house the other day, and he's a part of like the Composer Society or whatever. So he had his magazine, and it was like tribute to Stoller, right? Lieber and Stoller. And I was like, holy shit! I thought that guy died 50 years ago. Like I was like, thank you, Composer Magazine, for letting me know that people are still alive. Because like so many people in there, I was like, I swore they had died. That's what happened with Nina Simone. I remember I thought at Berkeley, Nina Simone had already died like forever ago. And then like in 2003, whatever, I get a Rolling Stone. She's in there. She's like, buy my records. I was like, holy shit, she's still alive.
How is she doing now?
She's dead. Dead.
Not good for record sales. Not good.
She's still good. Do you remember? You know they made a biopic of her with Zoe Saldana. It was horrific. Like if you ever watched the trailer, it's really bad. Like it's like unwatchably bad. First of all, she wasn't black enough to be Nina Simone. They did like a prosthetic for her nose and the whole thing. It was real bad.
Yeah, she had an interesting vocal speech pattern in real life.
Yeah. I always thought like she was kind of African, you know, because she had that kind of speech.
Well, I think it's that French. It's that French. Whatever.
New Guinea. Yeah.
La Patois. Papua New Guinea. Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, I love those French African countries. You know, they're called francophones. I used to love studying all of those. Morocco, the Ivory Coast. You know, don't do that. You ever have a boost to Noel? Huh? Have you had a boost to Noel?
I need something. I mean,
get
coffee.
What? A sugar stick? Oh man, you ever drink coffee black? I started drinking it, you know, because it's healthier, or they say in the morning sometimes. And I was like, man, it's an acquired taste because it's so bitter. I was so used to having anything in there. But like eventually you get used to it. It's like kind of good. I'm doing Hawaiian stuff right now, but I'm doing the old drip, the one person drip.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, try a nice Sumatra. I like a nice Sumatra.
Oh, okay.
You like a fuller. Yeah, like I said, Sumatras are nice. And you know what I bought just for fun? It wasn't bad. It was that donut great value from Walmart thing. I laughed because I see it everybody all the time. I was like, well, let me try it. It's actually quite good. It has a little chocolate vanilla. Go to Walmart /UNT for 5% off Folgers coffee. Go to Folgers.com /UNT for 5% off YouTube.
Ooh, that's my grandma would drink a pot of it. Man, she loved that coffee. But have you seen the Starbucks Oleato? They put olive oil in the coffee now. You ever had that? Yeah.
Why do people spend? Who's calling me? Why do people spend? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, because it said your earbuds are connected to this. Oh, I shouldn't have put. God damn it! Don't worry about the number. I don't know who it is. Should we answer it?
It's nobody good. You don't know who it is. You don't need that shit, Riggs. But no, so some of the big blockbuster movies. You're a movie guy. You like the movies. Have you seen anything? Want to see anything? I've heard nothing.
I haven't seen any. I have been so busy that I've seen nothing. And then when I'm in my downtime, I don't have 90 minutes anymore to watch a movie. I used to, when I was living alone, when I was happy, and that's for my wife. I love you.
Yes.
And when I was writing a movie, I'd wake up every morning and I'd watch one movie.
Right.
And then I'd take a break and watch. I was watching 2 movies a day, kind of as research and that.
But I mean, you can stream so much. Like, there's so many movies you don't have to go out anymore because, like, 2-3 months they're already on the streaming.
Yeah, I prefer to watch movies at home. I don't need crowds.
I actually like going to when they have the discount day, I think Tuesday nights or whatever. I like going there because it's a different experience. I watch it paying attention more, I think, there. Like, I'm not at home, I'm like on my phone or other stuff.
Well, you're much more worried about a shooter.
Oh, of course.
You have to be like.
That happened in Donkey Kong Jr. country. I remember. He was like, oh.
A fine actor. Who played Donkey Kong?
Yeah, that's a great movie, I gotta say.
I'm hungry. I'm tired.
Because you had lunch.
No, I made lunch. I had a couple. I made the mini lady Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Classic.
It wasn't bad.
Easy Mac? Microwave?
No, I had to boil the water.
Oh, good. Because we used to do microwave. Well, I used to also have those like cans that you pop the top and it's plastic and you nuke it. It's like beanie weenies and I don't know. It was a god awful stuff made by Hormel. It was, I don't know what they're called, but like, yeah, it was just like they were all terrible. I mean,
like cocktail dogs?
You don't know what canned hot dog tastes like. Like,
why are they in a can? Why? I've never heard of anyone having.
I'm telling you, SpaghettiOs with hot dogs. Oh, the meatballs were not much better, but the hot dog one was rough.
Hot dog and SpaghettiOs does not sound good.
Hot dogs suspended in a tomato sauce. They're like floating in the can. Like, it's not like they just all at the bottom. I mean, literally, they just wherever. They just
you slice them at an angle and fan them out.
They're like spongy. Like, it's like somehow they're like this, like round. They're not flat. They're like this. I can't explain it, but yeah, this is stuff you should not give your daughter for sure. All the stuff I grew up on, for sure, correlation diabetes. I mean, it was awful. I can't remember the other flavors. I wanted to like chicken Alfredo and stuff. They came with a spoon. It had holes. But I'm pretty sure that plastic.
Every quality meal comes with a spoon.
Oh yeah, I used to eat that tuna. Like the tuna that's already ready with everything, and you just eat the crackers like it has a spoon. Like that stuff's not good for you. It's like, man, just get the tuna and the mayonnaise at home, make it yourself. Like that can one with the mayonnaise already in there and the celery or whatever. I used to eat them, but they're not good. Like there's so much shit in
You
there.
know who doesn't have bad sandwiches is 7-Eleven. So if you want a chicken salad sandwich, egg salad, whatnot, they're actually pretty good. I mean, they're all made in an industrial facility every day, then they're dropped off in the morning. So quite good.
Yeah,
If you're a middle-aged man who wears Wrangler cargo shorts from Walmart, you're gonna want to stop there.
Well, you just want to make sure you check the date, because I had a friend get one from a liquor store. I don't know how long it's been there. I mean, he was very disappointed. I told him not to do it. He did not listen. He said, "Oh, it's fine." He ate half. He was like, "This was a mistake." I could tell. I said, "You don't want to play after eating that questionable bologna or whatever it was."
Yeah, I would not buy meats from a liquor store. I think that's kind of a lesson there.
There's some high end. You know, if it's a salami roll, those are usually pretty good, or a cheese block.
I have found that the sommelier of the 7-Eleven on Wilshire Sepulveda, he has a nose. He really is. The way that he can pair a chimichanga with a Sutter Homes red wine for one,
that's classic.
Totally worth coming to this country. Totally worth it.
Yeah, no, definitely. And that's crazy. There's no 7-Eleven in India. Who would have thought? But,
and the logo, the N in 7-Eleven is the only lowercase letter, if you look. And that's because the wife of Mr. 7-Eleven didn't like it, so they changed it. So if you look, it says 11 and the N is a lowercase in the restaurant.
Weird. That's so odd.
What a fun fact! What a fun fact!
That's why you should have a wife. They have things that they do stuff. They're counterbalance.
They do things, don't they? They do things when they want to do. Sometimes they want to. Okay, Tiny Tim's TikToks. Let's go. Oh, God, I can't keep on. I'm tired. I want to take a nap.
Tiny Tim's TikToks.
Yeah. That's insane.
I want to see them drop just to learn. You just don't need to do this. You know?
I kind of don't mind it. What do we got here?
Fucking piece of shit. Look what the fuck she did to the fucking mortadella. Motherfucker. Goddamn mother I mean, that's just being a fucking stupid bitch. Give me a fucking plate.
Wow. You don't want to mess with a nice mortadella. See, that's a gentleman in which they cut it too thin, and then all of the pieces come together, and then it squishes it. It's like one giant loaf, supposed to be nice thick slices.
I mean, he went a little over the top.
Well, he's alone in his kitchen. Let the man relax.
Well, I hope he was talking about his wife.
No. It was the woman who made it. Oh, look at this.
Everybody get down! Give me all the money! It's got the buckets! Give me all the money! Get down! Where's the money? Give me the money! Where's the money? Everybody give me everything! Where's the money?
Oh, that was great. That was great.
But I've never seen him. There's nobody reacted. They're just over it.
I didn't buy it either.
Yeah, you know when someone means business, they're gonna show you a taste.
You ever seen a man fish on a Mustang? What? It's not very lit.
Ever see a man piss on a Mustang?
Oh my God! Wow. They had the laughter in, but yeah. Pretty funny.
Oh,
that seems avoidable. Oh God.
Please, for the love of God, someone grab me by the throat and tell me to lose my attitude.
That's all you. You can have that job. It's a hard no for that.
I'm bad at taking pictures, actually. I'm really bad. I'm really bad at it.
Bro, freeze frame. That's a transgender male with an erection in a woman's bathroom.
Yeah.
Just throw that out there.
Yeah, usually they tuck it, but
I don't know. You want to pick? You want to pick one of these? See something you like?
Yeah, just hit me with the guy with the. Yeah, that's fine. I feel like I've seen that other guy before. Oh no! Oh no!
Let's watch that again.
Oh no! He didn't hit his foot, did he? Oh god!
Why is he
God.
wearing? He's wearing booty shorts and flip flops. If you look, he seems a little fabulous to be.
Well, he doesn't have the right shoes, but
Yeah, I mean, if anything, go to DeWalt.com/UNT for 5% off.
all right. I want to see this guy's rant. Is he ranting about something else now?
This guy?
Yeah.
I am happily married to my den mother. This one here is beta. I'm the alpha, so I suggest you all fuck off and grow a pair of balls and realize what you guys are doing. Because last night this one called me in tears. And I suggest you knock it the fuck off. Because that's what a true alpha does. Stands up for his pack.
Nice nipples, sir.
Oh, why are there so many crazy people? Like, what is this guy's deal?
That's a guy that thinks he's an alpha until he meets like the wrong guy at the bar. What's this one? We got to wrap these up because the more of these, I got to do all this work.
Hello there. I'm just an ordinary businessman on his way to work with his little briefcase. You go on about your business, you see?
That's how business is done.
Not Italian.
And I'm thinking about getting a new hairpiece. What do you think?
El que te hizo ser desgraduado hay que buscarlo, agarrarlo y ponerle una estaca. Ese abusador. Él no podía borrarte esa línea. Ve acá.
That's a Tony Soprano.
This was another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges and the Running Scared Podcast Special Edition 2 out of 4 Summer Zoom Wide Edition. Hey, blah, 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 blah. I'm so hot. I got things to do. I want to take a nap and I want to quit. Okay.
See you next Tuesday.
Tuesday, bro.
Alpha.
I'm running scared. And I'm getting nowhere.